Hey, welcome to another episode of Geek Money Life. So maybe you've heard of this term before, quiet quitting your job. And this is something that's gotten really popular over these past few years. And whenever I first heard of this, I had no idea what this meant. But after doing some research, I found out that this is something that existed for a very long time. And I myself have quiet quit my job many times in my corporate career. So let's go ahead and define what quiet quitting your job means. So in this case, you haven't quit your job, but you're doing the bare minimum to keep your job. So this is the exact opposite of hustle culture, where you're doing whatever it takes, working as many hours, doing whatever extra things that you need at your job, career, or whatever the case might be. And so why would you do something like this? Well, there are a number of reasons why people would quiet quit their job, including job satisfaction, which leads to unhappiness, which even leads to people absolutely hating their job. Or maybe it's just gotten to the point where it affects their health, both physical and emotional health. And I myself have experienced all of these things, and that's why I quiet quit my jobs in the past. And so now I definitely understand what they mean by that, because I've done that before and it's been around for a very long time. So if there's so many negative things surrounding this, why doesn't somebody just absolutely quit their job? Well, the answer is really simple: money. Most people stay at their jobs because of money, even if they absolutely hate their job. So by doing this whole quiet quitting your job, you're still there, but you're really not there. You're just there to do your job, you get paid, and then you can go ahead and live your life. So now that we have an understanding what quiet quitting your job means, what are some of my thoughts on this as somebody who actually has done this whole quiet quit your job before it became a popular term? Well, the first thing I'd say about this is, well, some people are just lazy. I hate to say it, but that's true. I've been guilty of this myself. You just really don't want to put any extra effort, and in that case, you're more of the person that's just going to do enough just to make sure you get paid, but no more than that. But there's also another side of that as well. And so I think for a lot of people who quiet quit their jobs, they're capable of doing more, but whenever they do more, they're not getting paid for what they're worth, meaning that they don't feel like they're getting the value what they're worth, and then putting a lot more extra effort doesn't lead to them getting compensated fairly for the additional effort that they're putting. And more often than not, that's actually been my experience. I have had times where I've just been lazy, but for the most part, that was the reason why I quiet quit my job. I just didn't feel like I was getting value and getting compensated for the type of extra effort I was putting in. And then another thing that comes out of this is eventually you probably will end up quitting your job. It's just a matter of time. So most people who are quiet quitting their job, they're already thinking of other things, whether it's another job, a part-time job, a side business, or going full-time as the business. They are thinking of other things outside of this main job that they're working. Otherwise, they wouldn't quiet quit their job in the first place. And then finally, I would say if you're constantly seeing yourself quiet quitting your job, maybe you just haven't found something that actually aligns with the values that you have, and also aligns with the type of value that you feel you should receive for the work that you're putting out there. And so those are my thoughts on quiet quitting your job. And I could definitely understand why some people would do this, but at the same time, I also understand why this is basically a temporary thing. And if you decide to quiet quit your job for the long term, then maybe you need to reevaluate what's really important in your life. So if you actually had any thoughts on this, be sure to leave in the comments area below. And if you did want to see more of my money videos, I do have an entire playlist. I'll leave that in the description area as well. So as always, if you did get value out of these videos, be sure to share, like, and subscribe. Protect your online privacy and keep data brokers from selling your personal information by using Delete Me, the #1 privacy information remover service since 2010. Sign up today and get 20% off your first order. For more information, check out the affiliate link in the description area below.